Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CJ's Coins and Crafts. This is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to open this roll. Usually not something that is by itself fantastic, except for this is a roll that I got from Lemonhead Penny, and it is a mystery roll. Both ends are the reverse, so there is no date on this. I did a little bit of research on the name on this one. The Equitable Trust Bank, Baltimore, Maryland. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. Almost. So the Equitable Trust Bank in Baltimore, Maryland. It was originally founded in 1913, and it changed its name in 1982. I did weigh this, and it calculated out to that this is copper, which also makes sense because the bank changed their name in 1982, which we know is the transitional year from copper to zinc. So I did calculate the total weight of this, and this is going to be a copper. With the memorial, I can tell that it's post 1958 when they changed from the wheat design to the memorial design. So it could pretty much be anything from 1959 to 1982. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna open this up, and we're gonna find out what it is. I'm really curious on what's inside this roll because it could be anything of the memorial. I was told that along with some of the rolls that were in this the lot that this came from, were in the 70s. So I'm kind of hoping that there is a 70s roll in here, but we are going to find out. So first off, I'm gonna try to just pop this edge. See if I can get it. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'll take one out. And this appears to be $1974. So this appears to be a roll from 1974. So I'm gonna grab one from in the middle here to see if it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. So we have a roll of 1974. So I'm gonna look through here. Like some of these, like the fields on these things are just gorgeous fields. If I can get my camera to focus, there we go. Like you can see there's only, like, I see a little contact mark there. I see a contact mark up right in here in the field. You barely see that too. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus today. Here. Focus. Let me try this. There we go. Okay, so I see a contact mark over here, and I see a contact mark here. But if you look at the fields, like they are really, this one in particular is really reflective. Like you can see even the blue off my glove right here. That's really interesting. So what that tells me is that's either, well, it would basically mean that this is a fresher die, or a freshly polished die. That it's got one of the first few thousand strikes or something to pull off this. You can see how reflective on the side over here. How reflective that surface is. I'm just gonna go through a few of these and just see kind of what we got. So on the 1974s, there's actually two different varieties. On the dates, there's a large date and a small date, and this appears to be the small date. On the large date, like the 7, is a lot fatter than this one. This one is the skinnier version, which is the small date. So if you guys don't know which ones are the small dates, there was a small date in 1960. There's a large and small date. The 1970 has a large and small date. The 1982 has the large and small date, and then the 1974s is actually the fourth one to have a large and small date. So these are some good looking coins, though. I mean, you look at that surface and there's like one tiny contact mark over here that I can see. One on his cheek right there. Maybe, no, yeah, just one on his cheek. Let me flip them over, and these things just look fantastic. There's that cartwheel luster that you can see floating around. Yeah. Alright. Grab a few more and just see. So this one looks like that there was like some rinse or something going on over here. But look at this. The reflective of the surface there. That's really neat. So some contact marks up in here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look at these underneath the scope to see if there's any like polishing marks. This has a lot of contact marks in the field that I can see based off of the looking at the reflection. Like you guys can see it. There's one right there. There's some right there. There's some right up here. But I'm gonna have to look at these underneath the scope and see where to see what the surface looks like. If there is a bunch of excuse me, if there is a bunch of polishing marks, because if there's a bunch of polishing marks, I know that that this is a freshly polished die, and that's what's giving it this surface, or if it's just a newer die that is making that surface. So I want to thank you guys for coming along with this mystery roll and figuring out that it is a 1974 small date. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.